President, my question is to the Minister representing the Prime Minister, Senator Wong. Minister, the government is facing a rank-and-file party revolt over AUKUS ahead of next week's Labor National Conference.
Order. Order. Senator Patterson. Senator Patterson. Senator Patterson, please resume your seat. Order on my right. Order on my right. Order. Senator Pratt, I've just called the chamber to order and you continued. Senator Patterson, I think the first part of your question was well and truly heard. If you continue on, please.
I wouldn't want anyone to miss it, Madam President, so I'll just repeat it. Minister, the government is facing a rank-and-file party revolt over AUKUS ahead of Labor's National Conference, with media reporting more than 40 Labor branches all calling for a review. Is this division—
Senators on my right. Please continue, Senator Patterson.
Is this division within the Labor Party the reason for the Albanese government's billions of dollars in cuts to the defence budget, which is being forced to absorb more of Australia's commitment to Ukraine, reallocate defence funds to DFAT, and is still expected to find additional, as yet unidentified savings from within the remaining defence budget?
Thank you, Senator Patterson. Before I call the Minister, I'm going to ask for silence. Minister Wong.
Finance numbers. Well, the answer to that is no, although it was a multi-pronged question. So I think no generally, but certainly to the first point. And we are a party that has our debate in public, and I'm sure it's of great interest to you because yours is not. I'm sure it's of great interest to the Greens because they like secret conferences too. But we are a broad-based party that has our debates in public, and we're prepared to have the debates in public. And what you will see at that conference is the leadership of the Australian Labor Party articulating very clearly why AUKUS is important for our nation's security. And I have spoken about it at length, including at the National Press Club, which you may not have read, Senator Patterson, but you may wish to, and I've also responded publicly and very, I think, clearly to criticisms from various sources about AUKUS. We have articulated the strategic circumstances which have rendered the government's approach necessary. We have articulated the benefit of the technology sharing of the AUKUS partnership, and we are committed to ensure that we deliver continued progress on AUKUS, as was demonstrated at the recent AUSMEN meetings. In terms of the various other aspects of his question, I would make this point that Sir Angus Houston and Mr Smith, who wrote the DSR, did talk about the importance of DFAT contributing to assuring the peace through the work that DFAT does diplomatically, and that is about making sure we use all levers of national power, strategic deterrence, military deterrence, but also diplomacy in pursuit of a peaceful, stable and prosperous region. And that is a good thing.
Thank you, Minister. The time for answering has expired. Senator Patterson, first supplementary.
Thank you, Madam President. And the Foreign Minister will be interested to know I did, of course, read her National Press Club address. Prior to the election, the Prime Minister stated national security is above politics and that this would be a government that delivers on its commitments and brings the country together as a key element of ensuring a stronger and safer Australia. With over 40 Labor branches openly revolting against the AUKUS agreement, isn't it clear that the Prime Minister is failing even to bring his own party together to support Australia's most significant national security commitment since the ANZUS Treaty?
Great question. Minister Wong.
Thank you. First, if I can, I ask for a reminder of relevant funding in relation to defence and DFAT. I'd make the point in 23-24 total DFAT resourcing is $7.8 billion. The total defence resourcing in 23-24 is $55 billion. So I think the senator's question ought to be taken in the context of those figures. Yes, we do believe national security should be above politics. We don't believe that in pursuit of an election victory a government should try and scare Australians about the drums of war. We don't believe, in pursuit of an election victory, a government should try and smear a senior member of the opposition as the Manchurian candidate. We don't believe in making unilateral decisions which are contrary to the position Australia has held for decades because a government wishes to win a by-election. So you're right. If you want to be part of making sure national security is above politics, I'm happy to have a discussion.
Yeah.
Thank you, Minister Wong. Senator Patterson, second supplementary.
Thank you, Madam President. Media are reporting that the Prime Minister is attempting to shut down debate on AUKUS at the National Conference to avoid embarrassment to the government.
Order.
Are they making it up?
If the Prime Minister cannot trust his own party to be unified in support of AUKUS, how can Australians and our partners trust the Prime Minister to reverse defence cuts and deliver on his commitment to AUKUS?
Thank you, Senator Patterson. Before I call the minister, I would ask those on my right, particularly, to Senator Green, to refrain from interjecting and pointing. Minister Wong.
I think you can see the leadership that the Prime Minister and the Cabinet are articulating on these issues, and I do accept these are different times, and I understand why it is important for us to have that discussion with the community, including inside our own party and beyond, and we have been. We understand that we are asking the country for a multi-decade commitment when it comes to not only the AUKUS partnership in general terms, but the submarines. I mean, that is a multi-decadal commitment which has to be bipartisan, in fact has to be multi-party. And I am happy to spend the time I do spend alongside the Deputy Prime Minister in party forums and more broadly, articulating the strategic rationale for AUKUS and for the submarines, and we will continue to do so.
Thank you, Minister.